Hello, YouTube. It's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 7, Episode 3. Not Saya Naf. Not, Saya Naf. Narfa. Whatever. So yeah, we're just gonna get on to it. This was a quick episode. It's been a while. It's been a while since we had like a 1 hour episode. So yeah, not much went down in this episode. So we're just gonna get started. First couple I want to talk is Johnny and Chloe. So we seen Johnny. Johnny told a very emotional story. As he's preparing for Chloe's arrival in Aruba. He had mentioned that before a while ago he was talking to a girl and then she cheated on him and like tore him up and everything. And not too long after that, he was like taking care of his mom and everything, and his mom passed away basically. And when he was telling this story, he just broke down and cried. He said like after the girl like cheated on him and left him, like he didn't think that no one could ever hurt him anymore like that. And then of course just the fact that you lose your mother, that's just losing your mother is just like the saddest. I think it's just the saddest thing in the world basically. And he just broke down. I almost broke down just hearing that. So he tells that story and prepares for Chloe's arrival. Goes to the airport. He's trying to make everything ready for Chloe. He's just really concerned, is she ready to give up the party lifestyle and like move here permanently basically and stuff. So he goes to the airport, picks up Chloe. They had the little airport. He gives her some flowers and everything, all excited. They had like a little mini argument saying, I didn't think you were coming back. We had a fight and you said you weren't coming back and everything. But, she's there. And so Chloe gets into they leave the airport and gets into the car. And, she's all excited. And then a fly got in the car and she's trying to like wipe the fly out of the car and everything. Then she gets to Johnny's house and she said she wanted to shower and everything because she's had a long flight. And she said that like she wanted some hot water. And Johnny is saying that we don't have hot water here in Aruba. The lowest temperature it gets here is like 75 degrees, basically. And that's with rain and stuff and everything. Like, we don't have hot water. And she's like, he was like, it's gonna cost a lot of money, like $100 more. And Chloe's like, I will pay that $100 for I will pay the water bill. I will pay the water bill. I want to have hot water. That's all that she was really adamant. She was just like, I really want to have hot water. So, so that's just something they're gonna have to discuss. But yeah, Johnny was just like, I'm a little surprised because it's basically always hot here. So, we shall see. We'll see how that plays out. Judging by the previews, Chloe looks like she's gonna have issues with the stove, and I'm just like, never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. We'll talk about it next week. But yeah, but Johnny and Chloe, like, I really felt bad for her when Johnny told his story. Now, I have a little interesting, little theory about Johnny, though. So remember, let's head all the way back a few years ago to season 3 of 90 Day to Single Life. Remember Tanya that was with Sinjin? Well, she was on season 3 of Single Life, and she went to Aruba with her friends and everything. And she was like on a yacht or a cruise or with her ship or whatever. And I think she also might have met a guy named Johnny that kind of looked, someone had posted this on Instagram, alluded to the fact that maybe that Johnny knows Tanya and was part when Tanya was in Aruba. So, and we found out they follow each other on Instagram. So, I'm gonna keep an eye out. I'm gonna keep an eye out on that. That, yeah, it might be the same Johnny that I think Tanya and Johnny were friends. I don't think she wasn't talking to anybody or she met somebody else down there, but it wasn't him. But I do think they were friends. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out on that. Just the irony of that. Just saying. And I do know one of my fellow YouTubers, Mary from Kiki and Kibis, was actually recently down in Aruba for a vacation and got to meet Johnny and spend some time with him. And you can go on her page and she'll tell you about her time with Johnny. So I thought that was really cool that Mary got to go and go to Aruba and actually track down Johnny and actually spend some time with him. That was really cool. Love you, Mary. So anyway, that was Johnny and Chloe. Next couple I want to talk is Jenny and Cement. So, as we know, Jenny and Cement are trying to open up this cafe, and they're trying to find the space. They're trying to get all the equipment, all the appliances. They meet up with the guy that Cement used to actually work for, and everything. I get this guy used to like run. Him and Cement used to like run businesses together and everything. And the guy said that that he felt comfortable letting Cement like run old restaurants or old cafes that they had in the past by himself. But then he just started losing his grip and only keeping the cafe open for 2 to 3 hours and everything because he said that Jenny said that. I don't believe that one bit. Jenny needs that money, basically. So I know she might have played a little bit part of it, but not to the point where they're open 2 to 3 hours. Just saying. And then Submit's gonna say, "Oh, he's just jealous of me because I'm now opening up my own cafe and everything. This, and that." I'm sorry, Submit. Nobody's jealous of you. No offense. Nobody's jealous of you. But anyway, so they meet up and they go into this like really like dirty, like just rotten down like storage unit to try to get the appliances and everything. And Jenny was like freaking out. She was like, "Are there any mice in here? Because this is a trash and it smells and everything." And the dude was like, "Oh, you Americans think everything is nasty here and everything." I'm like, "Really?" Because it was nasty, dude. Like there was nothing organized. There was trash all over the place, and you're trying to sell people this. Like, come on, man. Like, like for real. So they did some negotiating on how much money that they want to spend, like on trying to get these appliances and help get this business start up and everything. And they did some negotiating, and basically they like Submit was just like, "What are you going to give me? Like he was like, you should give me this." He was like, "Not for free, but on credit." And the dude was like, "I can't do it on credit because like you're a slacker," basically. So he was like, "I'm gonna give you a discount, and 35,000 rubles, I think it is, basically is equivalent to our $401, basically." So they had a deal. They shook their hand on the deal, and they said, "Yeah, we'll take that." And Cement has to pay him back within a couple weeks. So a deal's a deal. So we'll see how it all works out. But still, like, I don't know how they're gonna fit all of their appliances in that little space that they got. So it's a very tight space. I really don't know what they're gonna do. So we'll see what they try to figure out. But I just thought it was funny that they were like going back and forth and arguing about jealousy. He's just jealous because I'm married now and I'm starting my own business and everything. And Jenny had said that this guy even has had multiple businesses that he had to shut down. So he's not really all that good anyway. So I wouldn't buy business from either one of them at this rate because I just, if I was Jenny, I don't trust neither one of them. Just my opinion. But Jenny's just like, well, Jenny's just basically like, we'll do anything we can so we can make the money so we can get the hell out of Submit's parents' house. That's just the main thing. So yeah, that was Jenny and Cement. Next couple I want to talk is Greta and Matthew. So Greta's on her way to England, right? We seen her video chat with Matthew, getting prepared for the trip to England. And as we all know, Greta is a big cat lady. She has a cat named Hazel that she loves very well, that she loves more than anything in the world. She remember when we met her last week, she had mentioned that she has to get rid of Hazel. Well, send Hazel to a different owner until she gets situated in the UK. We've seen her on video chat with Matthew, and she asked him like, are you have you been searching for places for us to live and everything? And he was like, no, I haven't got to that yet. And she kind of got mad at him. She was like, well, you need to do that because I don't want to stay at your parents' house for a long period of time. Like, I just want to go there for a little bit and then, like, get on the ball rolling and stuff. And Greta had mentioned, like, she knows his parents well. They've always been welcoming to her and everything. It's not going to be, it's not an issue of acceptance, but he needs to really get the ball rolling on that. So then they started talking about the cats, and Greta had said that she's always gonna miss Hazel and everything, but Matthew was like, well, we got my cat and everything, and she was like, it's not the same and everything. So then Matthew brought up a great point that this is a challenge when it comes to people who are animal lovers more than people lovers and everything. He said that sometimes when he's on the phone with Greta, that he feels like Hazel, the cat, is like the third wheel basically, because sometimes she'll be distracted more with the cat and everything than him and everything. And Greta was just like, well, Matthew thinks I love my cat more than him, and I do. She admitted that I love my cat more than him, but she's still like doing this sacrifice and everything. So yeah, that I've been in that situation. It's really hard to compete because, and you guys also remember last week when we first met Greta, she kept on saying like this is the biggest connection I've ever had with a human before. Human. She kept on using the word human. She couldn't even say people or a guy or anything. She kept on saying human. So like, she's a little out there, but I've been in this situation. It's really hard to compete with because like you want to be understanding because her cat is like basically her baby, and that's like something that she's been with through hard times and everything. You're trying to be understanding with that, but at the same time, like I want a relationship with you and everything. And these people have to realize because a lot of these people like to pull the well, my pet is just like my kid, so you have to accept my pet or I can't be with you type thing, just like if it was my kid. They like to throw that at you. And it's just like, it's a different species. I will, like, if it were me, I definitely would accept if you had a kid, a human kid, 100% and everything. But I don't have to go all out on your cat and everything. I will accept your cat, like you could bring your cat and everything, but I'm not gonna be all like, oh, kitty, like you know what I mean. And that's just me. That's just me. Some people are like that, but yeah, those pet lovers, like they really throw that at you when they're trying to be in a relationship and everything. So I kind of see Matthew's frustration because I've been through that before. So yeah. So then Matthew shows Greta his refrigerator, talking about food. And mind you, they're both vegan. They met on the vegan dating app, and Matthew had like pork and some like just some kind of disgusting stuff that was in the freezer in his refrigerator. And we're like, why does he have that? And he was saying that his dad doesn't like the fact that he's vegan, but and stuff, but still, it kind of reminded me of last night when we were watching Jasmine. We were watching Jasmine eat them ribs, and she's vegan. So I don't know. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. But I mean, I think like Greta and Matthew have the potential, but she's just gonna. And I know leaving her cat is gonna be really hard for her. But I think this is a nice test for her to see what she can do. Like, in her words, dealing with a human and everything, and developing a real connection with her fiance. Because I'll also remind you, they are engaged. They are supposed to get married. So we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, that was Greta and Matthew. Next couple I want to talk is Luke and Madeline. Keeping them brief, Luke is going to be in the doghouse after what happened at that bachelor party last week. He said that him in this episode, he changed his flight. He was supposed to leave a few days later, but he changed his flight to a few days earlier to go to Colombia. But he said that him and Madeline had a fight over money, and Madeline blocked him. Oh my goodness. It's just we haven't even got started yet with them, and it's just already just like ugh. And judging by the previews of next week, they're still going to be fighting over money and then threatening to cancel the wedding, basically. And I'm just like, dude, run. Like Madeline is too much as it is, and Luke just is clearly irresponsible when it comes to his money. So, but Luke has a really awesome father. And on his way to the airport, his father gave Luke $3,000, a $3,000 check. And he was like, you didn't have to do it, but you did. So God bless you. God bless you, Dad. And that was basically it. So yeah, God bless the dad for that. I mean, I that heartfelt moment a couple of weeks ago with Luke's dad was really amazing and everything. He just wants the best for his son. Luke is doing all this because he really don't want to lose Madeline. He has like businesses that he wants to do and properties to invest in. And if Madeline like keeps blocking him and doesn't get through their wedding, he'll lose it all. So, but he's gonna have to really do a better job of financing his money. And you're dealing with a girl who claims that she's really independent. We seen last week how she's like doing her little business by herself because she don't trust you. So, and I was proud of her, but I don't know. I still question her motives, in my opinion. So yeah, that was Luke and Madeline. And the last couple I want to talk is Anthony and Manon. So, obviously they're the toxic couple of the season so far. They had that fight at the airport last week, and now they're on their way to France. They arrived to France. Manon is still like emotional and everything, and she sees her parents, and she's feeling bittersweet about this. Like, she didn't really want to move to France, but she does, but she didn't. Like, I didn't understand her emotions in this episode, but when she said that she saw her family, like she felt like it made the right decision. And then she sees her family and their baby got to see his grandparents for like the second time ever, really, and everything. And they had a heart-fart moment at the airport. Then Manon starts crying. She was like, I told y'all I wasn't coming back, but I'm back. And her mom was like, oh, but you're here now, baby. It's okay. She was like really having a meltdown moment, and people were looking at her and stuff and everything. I told y'all I wasn't coming back, but I'm here. And all that. And I'm just like, okay, Manon, stop with the theatrics, please. So they had like 10 bags of luggage and everything. They got back to Manon's parents' house to crash, and Anthony's just still worried about, questioning like, is this move to France gonna really save our marriage? I really don't know. And I don't think it will, but Manon just needs to chill. I just can't with this lady. She's just a bit much. They're arguing over petty stuff. She's crying over everything. Like, she's making Jasmine look good with the crying. So they even mentioned that with Pillow Talk that her crying is topping Jasmine's crying. So so yeah. But yeah, that was basically it. We still haven't met the couple from Australia. I think the name is Patia and somebody else, and they'll be in Australia. We still haven't met them yet, so can't wait to meet them. That's the only couple we didn't see. Yeah, I think from now on until the tell-all, the episodes are going to be only an hour long. So I kind of got used to the 2-hour episodes. So I'm trying to dense this all in. So yeah, that is the end of my review. Again, earlier today, I had reported that MTV had canceled Catfish, the TV show. I'm still really bummed out about it. I did read that the producers got the green light to seek another network, basically. Like maybe TLC could pick it up. Oh god, if TLC picks up Catfish. Oh my god, can y'all imagine if TLC picked up Catfish? How it would be, and everything. So it could be TLC, it could be Netflix, it could be Peacock, whatever. But I really hope the show comes back. But right now, I'm just devastated that it's canceled. So maybe in a couple of years it'll be back. But as of right now, I'm sad about that. So, as I said earlier, I'm trying to find some other content. I'm about to go watch some stuff now to see what I can figure out and see what I want to do. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all again next week when I recap 90 Day Happily Ever After. Love you guys. Bye.